Welcome back, guys, to a new episode of Career Mode. Today, we are here in Silverstone, historic track, one of the oldest tracks in F1, if not the oldest track in F1. I think it is the oldest track in F1. I don't know if it's Monza or Silverstone, yeah. But here are the qualifying results. First place is our teammate in Pierre Gasly. Second place and third place are the Red Bull duo. Second and third, Oliver Behrman. Fourth and fifth, the Haas duo. Actually, the Ferrari duo, 6th and 7th. Max Verstappen in 8th in the Mercedes. 9th place and 10th place is our junior team, Yuki Tsunoda and Gabriel Bortoleto. So, interesting top 5. We have a lot of back-to-back pairs for F1 teams. We're looking to get a win for our team. Remember, Williams is based off in Britain. The team's factories here. Even though our engine supplier is American, this is where the team is at. It's in Britain. So we're looking to get a good amount of points, a win maybe. There's also a lot of McLaren, Mercedes, also team factories here that are home to Great Britain. So they're also looking to get some home wins. Not a lot of stuff has been going on with the news lately, but I will say this: even though not a lot of stuff has been going on, I think some some retirements and contracts are going to be extended. I will say just a little spoiler of what's going to happen for the storylines next episode. Just a little spoiler. I'm not going to say who. Britain, it usually favors the player. Also that it's not a high tire wear circuit, so we can get away with the hards. Maybe try to do a 1-stop, maybe a 2-stop, if it's actually faster. Just by Britain not being a high tire wear circuit, it's kind of in the middle of tire wear. Simulation, 10 laps, low resistance, extreme, aggressive, hardest difficulties in the game besides penalties. Let's race. It's gonna be a very interesting race, I will say. Obviously, that's the first challenge. We already know that. We already know that. 5 red lights, and away we go. I have to get the AI little start because the game still has not fixed the stack ups the AI do. And there we go. I was looking for that. Let me show you my setup. I'm going to tone down the engine braking. We are allowed to change the engine braking, and that is about it. We're only allowed to change the engine braking. That's because it helps with tire wear and stuff like that. Engine braking we're not, because it helps with braking and stuff. Here's the transmission. I decided to go with gear 1, which gives us better acceleration. Here's my suspension. I went very safe and low aero. Last time I was here at Silverstone, I spun like 4 times and costed myself over 30 seconds. Yeah, over 30 seconds by 4 spins. You can do the math for yourself, but it was not the greatest race the last time I raced. It wasn't even in a Formula 1 car. It was actually in the NASCAR career mode. That's been... I'm probably going to archive it soon. Probably gonna put in my drafts or something. I don't know. I'm busy doing that career mode. Y'all, if I get more positive feedback on the NASCAR career mode, the one that's half done, half did, or whatever, I might bring it back to revival. Also, I can't wait for multiplayer 1v1s to come out. If you have not been in the official Discord server, as we move up the inside of the V Cup of George Russell, multiplayer, it's confirmed that multiplayer will become the game. It's going to be a 1v1 format, not a 20 race format. I was hoping for that, so we can actually I can actually host league races. That would be so cool, but for now it's just 1v1 format. We're going to go around the outside of Guangzhou. We might be stuck behind Guangzhou for a while. Because those softs, as we already close, even with the low downforce, they are pulling away from me like crazy. And we have good acceleration. Guangzhou makes a mistake, wasn't really sure up the inside. Alright, McLaren's one of the only teams that actually put a new livery on for today's GP. Around the outside, couldn't hit it. Those soft tires are so good. These first couple of laps, around lap 4.5, maybe just lap 4 in general, they'll start dying up around the outside of the B car, not up the inside. For this long left-hander, sorry if I got my lefts and rights wrong. Despite being a Formula 1 racer, I did not know my lefts and rights. He's just gonna blast. Like, look at that, dude. Look at. That's what I mean. That would probably be stuck behind him. Those softs, dude. Remember, we have gear 1, better acceleration, and he's still outpowered us by like 1 second. Trying to look around the outside for these. We might get some Beckett's. I couldn't get there. We are gonna have DRS, and he just still pulls away from us. Even with this slipstream, we are finally not gaining, catching. Up the inside, you have to go up the inside of the McLaren there for a second. Yeah, the McLaren has been slow all year. They showed promise in the first 2-3 races, then just fell off a cliff. They haven't brought any upgrades, which is surprising. I thought they would bring in upgrades for the home race. This is well, not really rumored, but they are expected to bring big upgrades. Maybe they're just focused on next season regulations. Who knows? Looking up the inside of Lando Norris, I couldn't get there. Maybe the back, have a little slide on exit, couldn't really get the power down. That's gonna allow him to just go away. But we do have to slip soon. Maybe we can make a dive bomb at the end of the straightaway. No, he's just way too far down. Be very careful through this section. Super easy to spin. I did it 2 times. Qualifying when I was trying to figure out the setup for today's race. And I think I'm not confident enough on the throttle. Because even with gear 1 acceleration, they're out traction me right now. So maybe I need to focus on that. The Beckett's now. High speed corner. Try to do the switchback. Got a great run on Lando Norris. We look up the inside. We got the DRS too. Might be a pretty easy pass. And there's where the gear 1 kicks in for the first part of the straightaway. Now we're clear for 17. Now it's the Alpines, who we have not the greatest relationship with. If you know the past couple of episodes, especially Esteban Ocon, we actually clashed with him last episode, and the Discord said that it was my fault for the collision. So we're not up to 6 penalty points, I believe. 6, 4, 5, I don't know, I forgot this point. Looking up the inside of the medium runner, Paulo Pinto, gonna go around the outside. We leave him enough space. Can we outpower him though? I don't think he can. He has the inside lane. He's trying to get that slipstream. He has none. For the first part of the straightaway, he's trying to defend for me, but no, he's just out traction me. Maybe it's because of the we did go 100% engine power. Looking up the inside. Oh, Paulo Pinto makes the mistake. I couldn't pounce on it. Remember, we did go 100% engine performance, which is not the full power we can go. So that's probably it. Lando on the back of us right now. He's not gonna be able to make a move. Even with our low downforce, we seem to be very good for Beckett's and Beckett's. I think that's our strong suit for this track. But a big stack of, I don't know, I think it's the McLaren of Oscar. We're gonna pass both the Alpines. A big stack up. I think Oscar had a crazy moment. I saw him wiggling, all over the track. He might be able to pass the Aston Martin. We have this slipstream at the DRS. He was checked up behind. He's gonna let me go actually. Nice move up the inside of Oscar Piastri. I think he might have a problem. He's super slow and holding everyone up. Round the outside, can we do it? My goodness, what a move! And that And Isaac had, not Isaac, Liam Ross is actually going to go through with me. That's going to be pretty good for this race. I think Oscar Piastri is definitely having a problem. Who knows? We look on the outside of King Antonio. Maybe the medium runners are just dying off. If they just didn't save the tires enough, who knows? Now up the, wow, what a move on the Mercedes. That Hollow Live collab seems so great. Liam Ross is actually, followed me through for most of these passes, so I'm kind of helping this race. Ooh, Isaac Hatcher makes a move around the outside move on our junior team of Yuki Tsunoda. What a pass! My goodness, they are very aggressive today, making wonderful passes. You can see they're pretty slow. I think the mediums are just hitting that die-off point. The crossover point is not happening. Go from back to side by side. Oh, up the inside. Liam Lawson, Isaac Hadger. I keep getting the two Aston Martins. He's not power me. My goodness, you have nowhere to go. Round the outside, gave Roberto Letters on dead soft, trying to do a one-stop probably. Not gonna work. It's up to 9th. So the crossover point that's definitely hit. And it's been affecting drivers, slowing drivers down. Wrapping up the box this lap and next lap. Try doing on those softs. I don't know why he's stretching the 5 laps. He's probably gonna be pitting this lap. Yes, he will. Who else is pitting? Nico Hulkenberg. I think one other driver pit, but we're up to 6th. So that's very good. 13 seconds behind Pierre Gasly. I'll try to look up the inside of the Mercedes. That's what's happening. That Hollow Life livery is pretty well done, I will say. I was able to trace back this livery to its original creator, because most of the liveries on the cars for this season I downloaded like months back and I couldn't find the original creator. This one though was pretty new, so I was able to find it. Hey, we have a great run of Max Verstappen. Let's stretch those mediums very long. Maybe he's trying to go onto the softs, trying to do a one-stop medium soft, but up the inside, pretty easy move. That's probably one of the better liveries, one of the better new liveries today, not including, this livery right here, which is obviously the best. Oh, big Boba Bear was spun. I need to be careful because with the new update, the tire wear and grip works different, and we just hit below 50%. So the tire wear grip is gonna change. It's gonna be a little bit less and much easier to spin. That corner always seems like you hit it right, but you really don't. I think this is the lap I will box, so I'm gonna full push this, push up my engine performance, just go. And this is my in lap. I think I'm calling this my in lap right here. A bunch of people pinning for softs, so all the softs kind of died off in lap 4, near the end. So it's gonna be interesting to see if I was gonna do basically an undercut. A bunch of drivers still pitted, having pitted me, Leclerc, Oliver Behrman, and our teammate Pierre, who I'm still 13 seconds behind. Big slide. I know you heard the tires screeching. Just wanting to spin, give out on me. I said Cadger and Liam Lawson actually not far back from me. I can see them in the background. They have been moving with me. So I've been basically helping their race, and if you don't know, Aston Martin is last in the constructors. 1 point, I think, and I think I would have a big slap from Beckett's, and Beckett's car almost went around. What was I saying again? Oh yeah, Aston Martin, horrendous weekend, horrendous season for them. Only 1 point this whole entire season under Lance Stroll's management. Lance Stroll is now the new CEO, if you're wondering. And he decided to move down from he decided to go from driver to CEO, I guess. Not only that, he making good financial decisions, I will say. But not a lot of good, making the car faster decisions, I would say. But this just runs in the Stroll family. Great pit stop there. Gonna come out around 15th place. These French shots should make it to the end easily, and they shouldn't die off. So we're gonna have a lot of speed, a lot of grip. Not to get through traffic though. A bunch of people undercutted us, or maybe are still yet to pit. 23 seconds behind Pierre. Look at the inside. Look at the inside. Give over the ladder now. A bunch of people are stacked up behind other different drivers. When you look up the inside of our junior team, great move, great acceleration. Oh wow! George Russell wasn't able to defend. Had so much grip, had so much speed, came up on him too fast. We're gonna look up the inside. Max Verstappen and Lando Norris. He saw so much speed, so much grip. Purple's middle sector actually. Whoa! Jack doing cut across my nose. Luckily, I don't think I made contact. I didn't feel like I made contact, or didn't hear the audio noise for contact. So I think we made it. About to make a move on Liam Lawson. Like I said, I don't want to be stuck behind traffic. Those precious 10 seconds can cost us the podium, maybe even a race win. Whoa! They're not pitting, or at least Isaac Hadjar. I think it was Isaac Hadjar who pitted. Lando Norris will pit. I think some drivers stayed out. I don't know. Someone in the top 3 has stayed out. I think it's Pierre. And oh no, everybody stayed out. What are those hard runners doing? Are they trying to catch a red flag? I don't know what's happened there between them, but it's Daniel Ricciardo on those softs who are chasing him down. Remember, he undercutted us. So, and we're catching him. Those softs, like I said, should be dying off on lap 4. I think I don't know why the drivers at AI are so interested in pitting on lap 9, lap 10, when it's so slower and it's just unnecessary. Now we're on the back of Charles Leclerc. We're looking around the outside, purple sector, looking up the inside now. Great move. Put up past our championship rival of Logan Sargent, who's on this medium and stuck behind Oliver Behrman. Now up into the podium position. Coming to this final lap. Can we catch Daniel Ricciardo as we win this race? Your guy finally now pits. He might drop out the podium with that one. 4 seconds, almost 4 seconds faster. We're about 3-4 seconds behind Daniel Ricciardo, unless those tires really die off a cliff. I don't know if we're gonna catch him. So it's gonna be a surrender. I'm just doing push as hard as I can. Pierre comes out in 3rd, Logan Sargent in 4th. So as long as we don't spin or crash, maybe we might just be able to at least gain points on him, keep the drivers championship out of reach. Who knows? Yeah, I think Daniel Ricciardo saw so not dead, but they are dying off to kind of hit that crossover point. And we might be able to get DRS. Who knows? It's gonna be. We have to set this move past looking around the outside of Daniel Ricciardo. Oh, we go spin around. No way. We have spun around. Oh, we make contact with our teammate. We spin around again. We have sold the win. We have sold this race. And Logan Sargent will pass us. The fact that we did manage to get the DRS detection of Daniel Ricciardo, which is going to save us from getting passed by Nico Hülkenberg. But we've lost the potential chance of winning. No way, we just went too wide. Just spun out tires. My left tire just hit the grass. That just caused me to spin. We got to settle for 4th, so Logan Sargent will gain points on us. That's not what we needed. We could have won that race. It's going to be Daniel Ricciardo in 1st, Pierre Gasly in 2nd, Logan Sargent in 3rd, obviously us in 4th, Nico Hülkenberg in 5th, Max Verstappen in the Mercedes. Remember, Mercedes is not the top of the midfield, but that's still pretty good. Jack Doohan in 7th, Yuki Tsunoda in 8th, and Gabriel Bortoleto in 9th, and Colapinto in Alpine 10th, and Isaac Hadjar almost got points for Aston Martin. Man, dude, yeah, this is not the first time I have spun coming to the final laps and lost the race because of it. Look at in Austria, I had basically a half spin. I was surprised I managed to save it. That cost me the win against Daniel Ricciardo. And now once again, fighting with Daniel Ricciardo, we spin, costs us not the race win, but valuable points to our championship leader. I need to fix up these mistakes. Great points, I guess, for our junior team. Let's see the constructors. The constructors are definitely not sealed up. I was about to say maybe, but no, definitely not. 1 point for Alpine today will grow their lead over McLaren. Look, they have not scored points since Hungary. That is a 1, 2, 3, 4 race drought of no points. That's what I mean. McLaren has been off this year. 6 points for our junior team. Oh, Mercedes gains 2 points on them. So now it's a 3-point gap. Very close. Constructors battle between them. 6 points for Ferrari. This team is so inconsistent, dude. Like, they easily have championship caliber drivers. Like, these guys can win championships. It's just like they're on the wrong team. And then some. Haas will only gain 10 points. So a lot of different teams, a lot of different drivers in the points, which means a bunch of the bottom third and lower constructors don't get a lot of points. For Red Bull gains 10 points on us, so they closed the gap down to like what, 66, 67 points now. I think it's 61 if I did the math correctly, or 71. And now looking at the drivers, we have a 50-point gap with 5 races left. So Logan Sargent realistically has to gain over 10 to 10 points each race from now on. As long as I can just finish the races in top 2, even if he wins, I think I can seal the drivers before Brazil. I was like, I finished second and don't DNF. So, I'm still mad that I just sold that. I just went wide. Let's see. Pierre Gasly is fighting with Daniel Ricciardo for 3rd place in the World Constructors. 10 points for Nico Hülkenberg. Actually overtakes Jack Doohan for 5th place in drivers. Wow, did not notice that actually. Max Verstappen overtakes Gabriel Bortoleto for 9th place in the drivers by 1 point now. These two have been duking it out. I mean, Gabriel Bortoleto is scoring more points often than Max Verstappen, but Max Verstappen usually, as you can probably see right now, he doesn't score as often, but when he does score, he scores big points. Yeah, so it's an interesting dynamic between the two. So that's a pretty interesting championship fight. Well, not championship fight, driver fight right there. 4 points gained for Yuki Tsunoda. So he jumps a bunch of drivers actually. Breaks the tie with Colapinto. 1 point gain for Colapinto again. Pretty good actually. It's been outpacing his teammate all season and consistent in qualifying, pretty consistent in the races. George Russell and Lawson still yet to get points this season. So yeah, that is it for today's episode. Next race will be in Qatar, my weakest track in the game. I'll see you next time. Join my Discord where we have fun league races and stuff. See you next time.